What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Turbo today. It is the second day of December, and here we are sitting at about $0.0025 with 6 hours and 16 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Turbo's having a very nice reaction here. You've actually got pretty good volume. I know that it's not the same amount of volume that we saw back here. With these 2 days, that was a lot of volume there, but this volume here is still relative to all this that we've seen over the past few months. That's still a good bit of volume with a very proper move here. We are at points of prior resistance. We're at points of prior resistance here as well. We might find some turbulence, and just because we're moving up at a fantastic pace right now doesn't mean that it has to continue, but let's assume it does continue. Let's assume it doesn't stop here. Let's assume that this was the stop and that you're continuing now to higher prices. Where might you go? So let's look at this on a weekly time frame. We're on the Binance chart. Maybe we should use the all-time history. I think a retracement from here is fine. We could take this high to low. We could do this, and I mean there's probably some significance here to find as well. But I think if we take this high to low, this will probably be representative of what we're doing here. Yeah, you went from your 382 to your 236 and now back up. Technically, the next target area to assume would be and is 0036 to 0041. This was the target that we had anticipated back here. We pulled back a little bit, but still, ultimately, this is the goal. This is probably where you're going to go. So, I mean, hell, at this rate, you could be there tomorrow. You could certainly be there by the end of this week, but that's another 45% to 63% of a pump, and I'm very confident that we see that. Let's look at the short-term stuff. Let's see if, I am confident that we see that. Let's see if it's going to be now or if we do pull back and then we try again later. Might it be something in between, or are we just straight rejecting here and we're going to go to zero? Let's look at the short-term stuff and see if we can figure this out. Okay, looking at the 1 hour time frame, and again, pulling up something with volume on it, maybe Coinbase here. Good bit of volume there, man. I mean, look at how long it took you to move down. You ate that up in what took you several days, took you 4 hours to eat back. So that's phenomenal. A lot of volume coming in at the right time there. Let's see. We'll take a low to high right here. Let's see, low to a high right there. Golden ratio support, beautiful. It's perfect, right? It's literally perfect. It couldn't be more perfect. From here, we could pull back to the 236. We could pull back to the 382. Be open-minded to that. But really, the fact that you've closed above the 236 now, this red line, and you'll probably close above it this candle too, 2 candles in a row with that much volume, I think you are pushing higher. We probably are looking to push higher. So with that, from a high to a low, the expectation then is that we go to something around 00326 to 003862, if not higher. If we do break through 003862, we should expect 0044 to potentially 0063, somewhere up in this area. I would think more so in this zone here, but you never know. Those are your kind of primary and secondary target zones there, okay? I would think that you rapidly approach these areas. Now, you are on the 1 hour time frame. Maybe you see a little pullback. Maybe you move up, you pull back, whatever. It doesn't have to be a straight. We don't have to keep this pace. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if by tomorrow or the next day you're up in this area. And then by the end of the week, you might be pushing higher as well. Because, again, keep in mind, we are looking to retrace this overall golden ratio retracement here from a high to a low. Which, looking at this on a 4 hour time frame, that golden ratio retracement, which is these 2 white lines here, our golden ratio extension literally takes us right to that point. Right? 00386 from the current price, that's about a 50% pump. This golden ratio extension in the primary target zone, it's right there, right in the middle of our golden ratio from our overall retracements since the high in July to our low here in November. So the golden ratio zone here is exactly where the golden ratio is here as well. So I feel very confident that that's what you're going to do. I mean, man, you could be up here by tomorrow. You really could be. That's a 52% move. We've seen crazier things happen in these crypto markets. If it's not by tomorrow, certainly sometime by the end of this week or next week, I would expect that you're there. You should be making serious strides higher in a very short amount of time. I think you're letting loose the goose right now. From there, let's actually put this back on a daily time frame. From there, from this golden ratio zone, you should pull back to something around this current price, maybe even just above, back to these points of resistance, and then continue to rally. Okay, What's great about Turbo is, let's say you're watching this video and you don't believe. You don't believe that it's going to pump higher. That's okay. You don't have to. It'll pump higher without you, and then it'll come back down. Okay? It will give you a second chance. Mark my words, you will have a second chance. You might not be able to buy at this exact price. Maybe it'll be a little lower. Maybe it'll be a little higher, but something around this area. And on the second chance, the move will take us to higher prices too. So not only will it, if you don't believe in it, that's fine. You don't have to believe in it. It'll prove itself. You'll get a second chance to rethink your beliefs, and then you'll get more reward for it after the next move. Mark my words, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I thoroughly expect we're going to do that exact thing where we go to the golden ratio, 382, and then up to here. By the end of the month of December, if we're not here or higher, somewhere in this zone, I'd be very, very surprised. And or higher is a very strong possibility. Okay. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, zooming in. Actually, did we even look at the indicators on the 1 hour? No, but they're all absurdly bullish, so it's not going to help us. 4-hour time frame looks good. Bouncing off the 0 on the MACD. Everything looks good. I'm not seeing any signs of readiness to turn around at all. Daily RSI looks fantastic. There's bearish divergence. No, it's not bearish divergence. I promise you. This move will continue to rally, and I bet this takes out that high and makes a higher high. Stochastics look great. The MACD, man, the MACD is about to cross above the 0. That's probably what this pop is. I'm serious, guys. Tomorrow could be a really good day. Like, today's great. You're up 41%. Man, we've gone up like 3% since we've started talking. You're up 41% today. Tomorrow might be just as spectacular. It might even be more spectacular. And if not tomorrow, then throughout the rest of this week and at the latest going into next week as well, right? Soon enough, though. Like, within the next 10 days, maybe the next 12 days, you should have some pretty serious results, at least 50% up, if not more. But I would very much expect that we do stop there. I 100% do expect that we stop at this golden ratio level, which is 00368 to 00415. If we don't stop there, we could push higher, but that'd be a bit intense. If we don't stop at the golden ratio, 00487 to 00576 could happen. But I think this is probably for a later date, probably not right now. We'll see though. Do keep in mind, back here, right, at the same price, all the way back over here, we actually made this exact move up to this exact target area. So anything can happen. And that, just to put it in perspective, that'd be an 80% to a 120% move overall. And again, even if you don't believe in it now, maybe what we do is we move up here, and then we'll probably pull back and give you a second chance to get in. It might be at higher prices, but you'll still get a chance. I'm still under the opinion, though, under the perspective that we do go to the golden ratio first, find resistance, come back here for support, and then work our way up there. Not just do it in one fell swoop, but time will tell. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. We're fully anticipating that Turbo will see new all-time highs at some point, probably in 2026, probably in Q1. Okay, I doubt it will be in Q2. We'll likely see something around 2.75 to 6.22 cents sometime in Q1. If I had to guess when in Q1, I mean, maybe late January, but probably sometime in February. We'll see. It could be late January that we're up here. We'll see. Time will tell. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe, take care of yourselves. Bye.